Welcome back, everybody. Cowboy Stadium has seen some pretty amazing feats, but another one's about to take place there. Team Ross getting ready for their world record attempt.
Oh, yes. The nonprofit charity wants to set a Guinness World Record for most number of people dancing Tinikling, a native Filipino dance using bamboo poles.
With stainless steel teeth. And Ramona Santos, Cecilia and Mary Valerio here to tell us about it. Nice to have you ladies here. I'm kidding about the stainless steel teeth. Ladies, what is Tinikling? How would you describe it? We've all probably seen it, you just don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's a traditional dance of the Filipinos wherein we use bamboos and then hit them all together and then...
It's a rhythm almost.
There's a rhythm in it, yes.
So what makes for a good Tinikling dancer?
To tell you the truth, it requires a lot of practice. And there are some schools in the Philippines offering the dance school, and it's part of their curriculum, their program.
Oh, there we go. We've got some stuff here, obviously.
Yes.
Now, do you get the guys involved in this thing too, ladies?
Oh, yes.
It's like you got to be very coordinated there.
They're usually partners, a male and a female. And in the Philippines, this can become complicated because you have another pair of bamboo poles that you do it perpendicular to each other.
Oh, no.
Yes, so there are 4 people who are dancing at the same time in between the bamboos.
Okay, your timing has got to be just...
Yeah, exactly. Your foot caught in it?
Oh, yeah, it's very painful if your foot gets caught in between.
It looks like it.
Now, obviously there's a world record attempt here, but this is also working for a wonderful cause. Tell us about that, please.
Over about 93 million households in the Philippines, and then 2% of those are having their people with disabilities, and majority of those, actually 30%, are actually children who have not received any services like physical therapy, occupational therapy, or even special education service. So we're here to help those who cannot afford it. Since we are an academic institution, the LaSalle Health Sciences Institute's mission is really to share and to help the poor. So it's part of our advocacy to really find means in order for the services to reach the poor. So this is one way to raise the funds so we can bring it back in the Philippines. And other than that, since the Tinikling originated from Leyte, Tacloban, one of the areas greatly hit by Typhoon Haiyan, part of the proceeds will still go to the benefit of the people.
The survivors there of that typhoon aren't making headlines anymore, and that's unfortunate, but obviously that the country's still digging out for that terrible storm.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So where are you guys going to be performing?
It's going to be at the AT&T Stadium, Cowboy Stadium this coming Saturday.
Right.
We'll be opening the program at 7 o'clock, but the program starts at 8 o'clock, and then we'll have the attempt at 9 o'clock.
Now, you guys, you got to have a lot of confidence out there for a world record, because you're going to be in the record books. You're pretty confident about this thing?
We were able to gather about 360 people.
Yeah.
It's first for the category.
Right.
So we're confident, but we still need to practice though.
Well, obviously you're going to get there early. You're going to practice, but I mean, how long and how far do we have to go for you guys to be in the record books? What are we talking about here?
I think Guinness only required us about 250 people to dance it.
Okay.
So right now we have reached more than that, over 100. So
in just 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes we have to dance it.
That many people.
Yes, simultaneously. Yes.
Dancing
So
Tinikling.
what if people are watching this and saying, I want to get into Tinikling, how can they do that?
Actually, the registration is already closed.
Okay.
But we're still open for the help, all the help that we need for the sponsorship. They can just visit the Team Ross website. It's teamross500hands.org.
And you can lend a hand again to helping so many people who still very much need your help. Ladies, we wish you good fortune with this. And when you come home with that record title, stop by again so we can show it off and do some bragging.
Yes,
All right?
thank you. If we get the record title, you join us.
You're going to get the record title.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming in.
Okay, thank you.
And we've had some gorgeous weather here in East Texas, but I'm sure some folks are wishing it was even warmer out there.
Well, you know, it's not going to be the 60s like it was yesterday. But
Well, guys, what's
it gets better.
hundreds of East Texas dancers have learned a dance native to the Philippines. Coming up, we'll show you how they are using that dance to attempt to break a Guinness World Record.
Plus, a rare star home to 3 super hot planets has been discovered 2,500 light years away. You're watching East Texas News at 5, your East Texas news leader.
In the Philippines, a group of East Texans will be attempting to set a Guinness World Record.
Yeah, and a group of health professionals have traveled to Tyler from the Philippines to join them. As East Texas News' Megan Prejean shows us, their Filipino dance is raising money for many of the children there.
It's the native dance from the Philippines that a group of more than 350 has just learned.
Dancing it for just 5 minutes is no joke.
More than 100 East Texas dancers will help these health professionals attempt to set a Guinness World Record.
The trick here is not to get your feet caught between the poles because the force is enough to break your bone.
While this may be dangerous for the dancers, they say it's worth it. This is all for the Children with Disabilities Project in the Philippines.
We have 93 million households in the Philippines. 2% of those have people with disabilities living in there. And of the 2% there, 30% of them are between less than the age of 21.
This group spends their time helping children with physical, speech, and occupational therapy needs. And most importantly, education.
The project itself has different facets. One of the plans before is really to put up a facility, and we need to raise 30 million pesos.
Which is roughly $750,000 US. In an attempt to raise more money, this group has traveled to East Texas for the first time.
You get to raise funds and then you get to, develop this sense of community. And it's what I've been seeing over the few days that I've been here.
In Tyler, Megan Prejean, East Texas News.
Those dancers will attempt to set the world record this Saturday at 8 a.m. at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good luck.
Astronomers have found a star so similar to the